Hello, Sue here. So I've got the animals here. So Anu thinks that eating this chair that's been put upside down to stop the rain going on it is interesting. Come on. And I'm just going to put Enki round the front because he's just been in the river and he's a bit wet. So I'm just going to tie him up round the front for a minute while I decide what I'm going to do. Not really decided what I'm doing at the moment. So they're walking behind me at the moment. So there's Enki and there's Anu. So we're just coming round here to where the post is for where we tie Enki up. So I'm just going to put him on there. I was going to come in the garden today, but it's not a very nice day. So I can't really be bothered, to tell you the truth. But I'm just going to put this towel down for Enki. I'll just put that there. Put this towel down for Enki to dry himself on, because he's a bit wet. And probably I'll put this towel down and he will come and sleep on it. So there we are. There's Enki, Anu, chickens. Yep. In the garden. I keep tidying it up and oh look, we've got some lovely little turtle doves. There's two of them. And there's a blackbird. They just, I put the food here for the birds. And we end up with all these birds coming down. Oh look, aren't they cute? Oh, the blackbird there. Chicken. So Enki's on this bit of string here. And this is his special pipe that we've put in the ground so that he can't run away. Because he's just been off the lead and he's been down the river, so now it's time for him to just dry off outside. And Anu's just being nosy. So, but these two little gorgeous birds. Oh, how lovely. So they're right by the food source. And in the mornings we have great big fat squirrel that comes down. There's no rats though. I wouldn't put the food down if there was rats. So I cut this tree. Gave it a trim the other day, this cherry tree. It's very, very old. I'm not sure how old it is, but by the looks of it, it's really old. So I thought I'd better give it a haircut. And I trimmed up that bush over there. And I tidied up, I tidied up this bit of garden over here. I'll show you quick. So I tidied this bit of the garden up here. This bit here. So I tidied all this up the other day. So it's looking a bit boring now. It was really pretty, but now it's looking boring. So we need some more flowers. So, and then we got some herbs in here. So we got thyme. Yeah? Yeah, I am here. And then we got some oregano here. Some more thyme. I've got different coloured thymes. And I did have some mint once, but I can't see it. I do have some chives, but Anu likes the chives and he keeps trimming them back for me. So yeah, I tidied this bit of garden up. I need to get some more plants actually. I was going to get some pot marigolds seeds. I've got these nice gladiolus. They're actually growing in here now. So what I'm going to do is transplant those. I didn't think any of them would grow, but they have grown. And we've got my nice ferns. These lovely plants. Oh, I did have lupins, but Anu's destroyed them completely. There was only one. And there's some chamomile here, and there's these beautiful lilies that are still flowering. They're beautiful, look, aren't they lovely? So they're still flowering. And then the irises here. There's not much else in here. We're going to dig this out so we can clear the drain bit there. Okay, I'm just going to go over to where and I just want to keep you informed as to what's going on here. So this is where the polytunnel's going. This is growing over a bit now, but it doesn't matter, we'll soon have it back into shape. The polytunnel isn't coming for another 4 weeks yet. My potatoes are growing really well now, look at my potatoes, doing really well. Along this side I want to clear this, because along here I'm going to have some fruit bushes. This is where I want to put them, down this side. This will be an ideal spot and it will fill up this whole area. And I'll show you my not raspberries, my sunflowers. Look how big they're getting. So they're my sunflowers, and underneath here we have a whole, oh god, I can't move it, it's got water all over it. There's all water on it, but there's loads and loads of seeds in there. I'll show you another day. And then in here are my my seedlings that are all going mad now. So I'll just click off and come back on again. Hold on a minute. Hi again. So in here we have lots of seeds growing. So we have we've got some pumpkins here. I think they're pumpkins, hold on. Are they? Squash there. So there's some squash. And then I've got my garlic in there that smells really strong. And in here is what's that? I had to label everything because I can't remember. That's basil, starting to grow. And then we've got in here Tom Thumb lettuce in there. And I think that's also lettuce, I'm not sure now, can't remember. And in here is something that's not grown yet. And then down here we got aubergines, purslane, can't remember what everything is. More lettuce, some dill, some more stuff. And these pots are not, I don't know if anything's grown in them yet. And then down there we've got some red clover, which I'm going to put out, which is wild. Purslane here. Purslane. I've got these sweet peas that I need to put somewhere. I'm going to tie up some string on here and let them grow on here. Oh, some coriander. It's growing really well now. I need to make sure I keep that watered. Oh, it's very watered. Some more sunflowers. Some more dill. Some, what are these? Celery. Oops. Some more whatever. Dill. And whatever that is, I'm not sure. There's a sticker there. Borage. And down here we got some more melons. I think these are melons. Cucumber. No, that's not cucumber. Watermelon. And then we got sweet peas and lots of rocket. And outside I have tons of rocket. Not in here, but round the front I've got massive amounts of rocket. I didn't realise rocket was so easy to grow, but it really is easy to grow. And in fact, anybody could grow rocket, I think. Don't need to be an expert to grow rocket. So anyway, that's a lot of the seeds. Nearly every single thing that I've planted has germinated, so I'm really happy. So I've got a huge variety here. And a lot of these things I need to split up and pot on, and then they'll be ready to go into the polytunnel once it arrives. And we're going to film it. There's the chickens there, look. We're going to film us erecting the polytunnel so you can have a good laugh. It's probably going to take us a while because obviously Simon works from home, so we have to do it like at the weekend and in the evenings at the moment until we get it up. And then once it's up, I'll be doing loads and loads of filming from the polytunnel so I can show you all the things we're going to grow. and eat from our polytunnel, and then hopefully I will get enough produce that I can sell some out the front. If I put a notice out the front on an A board out the front of the building, and then hopefully we can sell some produce from our polytunnel. So that would be absolutely amazing, and hopefully we'll get all this crap removed at some point. See, we have a metal guy that comes, but obviously since closed down he can't come, but he will take all this stuff for us. This is a nice part of the garden. So this part of the garden is very pretty. So it's all nice and green now. So I'm gonna, I did trim all this up in the autumn, and now it's all started to grow. And in here we have this sort of, it's like an overflow for the drainage off the building. See, there's the building there, and it all goes in here. But we actually have quite a lot of wildlife in here, in this massive sort of deep pond. And I actually put that weed in there from the river, and it grows really, really well. And in fact, what I do is I pull some out and put it in my fish for my little goldfish, who loves it. And he's very, very happy. And I've got some nice rosemary here. So I've planted all these. So, and that red bush, not quite sure what it's called. There's some geraniums that I planted here. Buddleias, but round the back I've got millions of buddleias just growing. These have all stopped flowering now, so this one needs trimming up. I'm going to trim up all these bushes. A lot of these need trimming now, so this one here needs trimming so it doesn't overtake. And then we have loads of these lily plants here that haven't come out yet, and what I do is just pull them up from everywhere because they just grow like wildfire. And then I planted this little tree that seems to be growing really well now. I'm just going to keep an eye on it. We do not want it to get too big. Do not want to replace, because we did have some big trees here, but we've since had them all cut down. Well, one fell over actually in a storm a couple of years ago. And then I just need to trim up these bushes here, this sort of jungly mess here. And the roadies now, this one's got rather large, so I'm just going to trim the top of it so it's a nice shape. And there we have Daphne, our statue. Daphne, we called her Daphne after Simon's mum. God bless her. And we got this lovely tree here. I think it's a bay tree. Oh, I've got Anu here. He's following me. There he is. He's like having a dog, by the way. Like having a little dog. Aren't you, Anu? And the roadies around here. This has gone a bit jungly. Oh, actually, this is good. So this is an elderberry. And it's actually got some flowers on it. Oh, well, I like elderberry. Oh, this one's got flowers on it. Good. Oh, I let it go to berries because I don't think there'd be enough to make any wine out of. But I wanted an elderberry tree to make elderberry jam, elderberry wine, and you can make elderflower. But that's not enough. That's just 1, 2, and 3. 3 lots of flowers going to be on there, but still, it's a start. I'll keep that. And then usually I trim all this up. I did start on it the other week when it was really hot and I'd only done a little bit and I stopped because it was too hot. And then we got these wild flowers. I can't remember what they're called. I'm sure someone can tell me. And then I've got these geraniums. They're a form of geranium. The bees love them. And over here is what I wanted to show you, is where I've got my I planted all these, my rocket. Look at these. These are getting a bit big now. Started going to seed already. And in here we have some cabbages. So these are all going to be, I'm trying to keep them covered up so the birds don't eat them, chickens don't eat them, Anu doesn't eat them. because he eats all the plants, look, around the edge. But I don't want him eating these. So, even though they're going to seed, I don't care. I want to keep them. And there's some other things I've planted in here. There's some, can't remember now. Oh, I'd have to look. Oh, some peas, sweet peas at the edge there. I just threw a load of seeds in that I had in this patch that I cleared. It had just loads of slate and rocks in it. And it's all grown. I'm really happy. But I just don't want my animals and birds to eat them. So that's one thing, you've got to be careful and cover everything up. And here's a lovely little strawberry. Look at that. Look. These are nice. I'll eat that. Wild strawberries. I've patches of them everywhere. I've cleared all this because this was all a bit overgrown. I did put some begonias in there, but I can't see them. They haven't grown, but never mind, it doesn't matter. But it all looks very pretty. Anyway, just wanted to show you the garden and where we live and the mountains. And it's very beautiful. Very peaceful, massive trees in our garden. Massive trees. Huge trees. And eventually we're going to clear all this deck bit and we're going to do it all over, and then we're going to have a gazebo type thing, and we're going to have some really nice outdoor furniture on there. Because it's a nice little sun trap. In fact, when the sun comes out, it's really hot out here. And there we are. So, just thought I'd show you where we live. So, beautiful place. I'm very, very lucky to live in such an amazing place. And I love it. Anyway, I'll speak to you later. See you later. Bye.